This doesn't work inside the building. I've been trying to get the library functioning. The lady who's working the bookstore portion of it. She's a real nice lady. She wants me to run over to Safeway and get her some chicken wings. I can do that. Get myself something, so I get like $2 worth of macaroni or something cheap. I do have like bread and stuff in here, so it's not like I'm completely out of everything and have absolutely nothing. There's at least something in here. One of the major issues here, though, is if you need help, you're going to get talked over by all the services, because if you don't have a friend or family who cares, nobody's going to care, especially if you're homeless. All of these services that have gone out of their way to not do their jobs. If I'd have had a friend or family member the first time there was an issue, there wouldn't have been an issue with these services. But they like to ask questions and poke and prod and see how much you know about the law, how much you know about what they're supposed to do and allowed to do, and they will outright lie to you. You know it. They will intentionally misrepresent the situation, and you know that too. Now when it comes to if something like this happens to you, you want instant gratification. Many of the people who wasted my time for months and months and months, and some of them even years, promised me they were going to help. And then all they did was start drama and make a mess of things and help my predators to get away. If you're going to tell me these things, then you need to come forward to the police and to the courts with these things, instead of allowing me to be treated like I'm some sort of a monster and get treated like I'm a liar for telling the truth. Now then there's the part where people are so heavily involved they have to go skipping through everything that they can to try to find one little part where they can go, oh, his words didn't come together right. Taking advantage of an at-risk. When you intentionally create a situation like that makes you the bad guy, not me. I'm still breathing. I was sitting here for chicken wings. You said with overwhelming caseloads. Well, it starts off with people who don't want to do their jobs and they want to pass the buck. One lazy person plugs up the whole works when it comes to victims' rights and representation and protection from their predators. A lot of people pretend that because I'm intelligent that I can't be disabled, or because I'm disabled that I can't be intelligent, or because I'm a male that I can't be victimized for taking advantage of or assaulted. Now some of y'all might not know this, but I'm not 6'3". I'm not muscle bound. I'm not pushing steroids. I'm not a huge person. When people decide that they're going to victimize somebody, they have a bad day, they didn't get what they wanted from their spouse in the morning, or maybe they got stuff going on with child support they just can't handle. They're not physically able to get out of bed in the morning, but they make themselves do it anyway. Everybody's problems are worse than yours, right? Or yours are worse than everybody else's? What's the difference between stuff and junk? Well, stuff is yours. Junk is somebody else's. If it's somebody else's, it's junk. And that's how people tend to talk to each other. See, if you've got a mental illness, you want to push the, oh, how dare you, I have PTSD. When somebody else has PTSD, you say, oh, how dare you, you're mentally ill, you need help. And see, that's always 100% of the time an insult. Nobody ever tells a disabled person, especially in a state of crisis, that they're mentally ill and they need help. Nobody ever says that as a good thing. That is always 100% of the time an insult. Because see, here's the thing. If you actually believed that they needed help, you would assist them in getting the help that they need. You would state outright what help it is they need. But no, what you're doing is you're calling them crazy. That's all it means. Mentally ill, that could be somebody who has PTSD from being beaten up. It could be somebody who's depressed because they lost a child. The term mentally ill could be used because, well, you spend a lot of time talking to yourself. Or, of course, you have physical illnesses that are as a result of mental illnesses. You like that? Mental illnesses? If you've got bulimia, does that mean that if somebody assaulted you, they didn't assault you because you're bulimic? If you're depressed because you lost your daughter, does that mean that you're no longer credible as a human being and that you could possibly be victimized? You're mentally ill because you're depressed? And that's truly how it's treated here. And then when you're abused and you're supposed to go to someone who's supposed to understand and to help you to turn it in, they don't try to understand. They want to talk over you, give you their 30 minutes so that they can get paid from the United States government, courtesy of whoever your health care provider happens to be. And then you go through it all again next week. You go to the grocery store, you got to worry that you're going to see your predator there, or one of his friends who's taking part, or her friends. You're told to move, but when you move, you don't stop to consider how much that costs, how expensive it is, how resource intensive it is. And if you have physical disabilities like me that make it difficult to do those things, you got to come up with magic money to pay people, because $800 a month is not enough to live on.
So I've got the wings cooking, but I don't have the salt and vinegar, but I have Buffalo Ranch, oh crap, barbecue in Nashville.
I think she said
Barbecue, I think.
I'll go ask her. It's the lady over there.
Okay, well, I've got the wings cooking, so once you figure it out, I'll be in there. You can let me know. How's that sound?
Yes, ma'am. I'll make it real quick. Thank you. That's one of the ladies here. She cooking up the special what that lady wants, but she got to know which seasoning to put on it. And I just made it take a bunch of time. I should actually paid better attention. I know she said sea salt and vinegar, or I thought she said buffalo barbecue, but that's one of the things about running errands. You gotta write it down, and I didn't bring a pen with me. Down a lot of times it's whatever I have to do. A lot of people tell me to keep a notebook handy. Well, I do have notebooks handy. The problem is that I have to be digging through for stuff, because it's not possible to organize any of this in a vehicle. It's not possible. Not with my physical disabilities, and not with all of the running around that I'm forced to do, or the difficulties there is in even finding the garbage. I'm telling myself I don't hurt right now, and I'm telling myself it's not okay. I'm telling myself it's not okay to talk 400 miles an hour, and it's not okay to info dump. The problem is, info dumping is from when we're not hurt. This is what men tend to do. We have to bottle it up, bottle it up, bottle it up, and then we info dump. All the things that you didn't want to hear all come out all at once. All the stuff that every time we try to say it, we're talked over and made to feel like our feelings don't matter, like the abuse we endure doesn't matter. Are you all right? Yeah. All right. Yes, ma'am. Barbecue. Sure, but I want to make sure that people get what they want, you know? All right. Coca-Cola and barbecue. On the bright side, I'm not carrying a computer. I don't actually have the time to be able to use the thing for as many hours as I was hoping to be able to today. The lady who's working today is not the same one that was working yesterday. I believe the one yesterday was Courtney. However, the one today is trying to help stretch a little bit more time out of it by letting me stay there a little longer. I was not expecting to be running to get chicken like this. Doing my best though. There's a lot of nice people all over. Good people. Good people don't look away. Good people don't pretend it's not happening. However, turnabout is fair play. If you want to treat me in a way you don't want to be treated, well, I can be cool about it. Oh my God, yes. Look at that car. That is beautiful. Just my opinion.
Did you figure out what kind?
Barbecue.
Barbecue? Okay.
Yeah, three, the lady at the bookstore part of the library, I got her chicken and her Coca-Cola, and the people over at the Safeway did a really nice job, did their best to make sure she got what she wanted. And one of the other library ladies, the one who was upstairs making sure we got a proper room, she said that she wrote me down for the rest of the day, but that she wrote me down as Fred. I will lick you to death. cute. They pulled in, and the dog stuck his head out the window and started barking at me, and then stuck his head out the other side and barked at the car next to them. I guess we could all work on our socialization. Like I said, there's a lot of nice people. There's a difference between nice and good. Now, some nice people are genuinely nice, but someone who's genuinely good, well, they know better than to look the other way. A good person knows that there's consequences to looking the other way. When your son comes to you and tells him about the bullies at school, that's your opportunity to do something about it before it ends up in that bullying resulting in hate. And that could happen any number of ways. And the same thing with girls. Selena Osprey was killed in, outside of Hardin, Montana. But her sister was the youngest suicide in Montana history. Zoe Not Afraid, 11 years old. Have to lose it though, because none of the places we're sent to for assistance do anything.
What do you mean? St. Albans will?
I've been to St. Albans.
They gave you gas?
They're not able to. Last time I was up there, but there's also the issues of the violence and the abuse towards the homeless here.
Oh God, you know what? Had it. There was her ashes. It's in most of 2015. So I went to some railroad track, and they go. They're supposed to be for the tiny houses in 198 of them. They took that money and put it into the apartments, which is ridiculous because they can't do that. Because it's non-profit organization, kind of like Goodwill. They can't get robbed Goodwill and get in trouble for it. Do you know what I mean? There's no fucking way. They're in trouble with Public Trade Commission. God, do you know what I mean? That's ridiculous. You can't do that. You can't make a profit on something like that. You're not like an exchange and people's getting money. You're taking something for free. And you're making a fucking profit when it's everybody should be able to open those doors. We should be able to go all day long, all the time in there and get whatever we want. That's what this serious. Like those employees, are you fucking kidding me? I'm tired of people acting like they don't know what's going on. I'm tired of people acting like they think they know what's going on. I'm tired of people telling people that they don't know what's going on when they do. Like this is where there's a fucking criminals and I'm sick of it. I'm over it. You know what I mean? I'm over it. Vote for Jennifer for president. Well, agriculture water needs for the West. Jennifer Love Johnson for president.
That girl Jamie that I was showing you?
You know what, if they put everybody puts me down, we can convince everybody to put me down, or some people just put Jennifer Johnson there, so you can definitely tell what's going on with the state. You'll definitely tell it's just little crap. We have 6 more of those as long as I get, I like your hat. Very cool. As long as you get the little Tory votes, then, you know, it doesn't matter, but it proves to you that watch this, well, they won't expect that. And all of a sudden they'll be saying the votes, and then all of a sudden I'll be taking the votes away, and that's how we're going to fucking do it. Because he can't run again. He run consecutive. You run consecutive after a time. Like if you run, right, and you decide to run again, and you lose, you forfeit. That's it. That's all you get. You can't run again after you lose, and then come again. You forfeited. If he wouldn't have ran after, then yes, he could have run how many times he wanted. But the fact that he ran consecutive is the article of presidency. Also, he wasn't in the fucking army. Okay, he didn't serve in the army, and okay, he's an actor. Why are we voting in actors? Why are we giving a fucking shit about people like that?
Because sometimes actors say really cool stuff like,
you know what,
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Build that
or this wall.
Standing behind Donald Trump, build that wall, those people should be smacked. You're like a fucking goddamn terrorist. Be charged of us in our state. He doesn't give a fuck about us. He doesn't live like us. He doesn't know what we need. I'm over it. I'm so over it.
Well, that lady Jamie who was assaulted in the Dalles, she's not all there because of abuse. It's not like she's some crazy drug user.
Well, you know what's
She's
really
been
weird?
hit in the head a lot.
What's really weird is that this girl Chelsea that was out here. You look it up. It says Jennifer Johnson. Me. You look at all these people. It's Jennifer Johnson, and I'm obviously right here. I'm not any of those people. You know what I mean? Some of it is like it's this girl Stacy. It's like all these fucking people. It's like even the girl at the black girl that's at that's there for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday dinner, right? I'm calling you. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
What?
I said, go ahead. Oh, that's okay. The thing is, they're supposed to protect people like her, and instead they let those pedophiles and all that run that whole place too. Like you're not allowed to tell on the pedophiles anymore because then it's a hate crime because you told on a pedophile.
I don't think it's a
Like
hate
how's that a hate crime?
Against people. Who cares? Okay.
I'm not discriminating against pedophiles for being pedophiles.
I am. I'm not fucking block. Thank you so much for telling me the
I'm
fucking
telling on them for being pedophiles.
Right?
You know?
I'm telling you, you're racist.
Yeah.
No, but, huh?
I grew up in the system. I don't tolerate that BS. Most of us out here don't.
Slavery is against our constitutional rights. It is against our civil rights. It's just beyond, like, peace officers are crazy. I don't know why people are standing up and doing this. I don't know why they're not standing up for themselves. Why they're not saying, hey, no, we're not going to do this. They're doing everything that's in the city because they took it, put it Bay Ocean. Like upstairs, I'll show you the Bay Ocean that used to be here. Very much is still here. Okay, it's an underground ordinance now. You move the post office. If you move a post office, then everything's over, right? You can't move a federal building. It's against the law. You can't face a federal building. It doesn't matter if the post office is small or not. There's an ordinance, and that's where the post office, everybody branches off. So people want to be serious. What they should do is they should look at their tax assessment on their land, and they should go and see what the original state is about it, because any of these current houses that are in a certain spot go back to the entity, which is going no upgrades and nothing. You can't remodel it or anything. Or nothing, because they're not equipped for that. They're not made for that. They're zoned for certain things. So they can tear it down all they want, but what are they going to build? Nothing. You can't. And these people aren't standing up and saying that. It's like, what is going on here? Like, these people are in their fucking mind. They're cops. When someone cops, not peace officers. That's all they do is peace officers. That's all they are. They're not any different. They're civil militant too. It's like I'm about to ready to bust on somebody, man. I'm about to take my 4 jurisdictions. I'm about to jurisdiction somebody override it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It makes me sick. I'm tired of these people, and it's out of control, and I don't even know anymore. All I know is, like, I'm ready. Let's go on one, man. Roll on one.
Autobots.
Autobots, you better roll on one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please all come on down. Sure is. Just when you thought you were safe. Just joking.
Yeah, we got lots of safety issues out here, and the biggest safety issue is people not working together.
The biggest issue right here is that people forgot who they fuck they are at the game.
Whether they have a badge or not.
Well, it's over the top. I just over it, okay? What is that? State told 25 minutes.
Is it just me, or is that another police officer just drove by us?
Yep.
Now it's the third one in like 3 minutes. Must have had something going on up north.
Fecal bacteria. Advisory is ocean 5.
Oh, I love fecal bacteria.
Not about our blood pathogens over here from the Warner's trucks, right? One night they were unlocked so they backed
From the
up.
Sleepway?
Oh yeah, there's blood pathogens coming out. They're all over our streets. It's over there by the ready mix places. Okay, everybody's putting their dogs. Everybody's putting their cars. Everybody's okay with this. Okay, everybody, be okay with it.
That Sluiceway does smell like Dookie too.
I'm just being serious. And if I go into mental health, which they finally got me an appointment, but it's like I don't have a phone. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's over. I can't do it.
And there's being dumped into housing right next door to somebody you've had problems with in the past. I had like 3 people come out here and tell me that. Like, yeah, they gave me housing and then they put me right next door to somebody I got a protection order against. I'm like, well, don't that just beat all?
Yeah, right.
Uh, and I don't get why they're running you off down there. You're not the one that started the fire. You're not the one that.
No, you know why they don't like me? They don't like me because I won't sell myself to the devil for any money. I'm shut my mouth. I won't do anything. I live with I tell her to flag it, and then you can go shove it up her ass.
Well, I saw all the work you did back there. I've got it on my YouTube channel, what it looked like back there before you got started. Yeah, they did it. Well, I noticed that too. Like,
well, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's that they're just, it's to the point where now it's like, no, it's time to say something. It's like, we can't be cleaning our water. We can't be, it's already in code, which is blood pathogens, which is a chromo, you know what I mean? Air, water, soil. So it's already affecting us that way, and it's the water, it's the dam, the Grand Coulee Dam. If they do not go and fix that, that thing is going to bust. There's water that comes with the overflow, and the other one is 975 feet up the ground. That's not treated. So if we have water, we have chromosomes, which is carbon, oxygen, VIs are 6 chromosomes. And with air, water, soil, and human contact, which is your urine. Okay, B is denote 19 is potassium on a periodic table. Potassium and argon is distilled, and that's what we live in a medium of. But they have something called casein 44 over the top of us. It's a smoke screen cloud. It's like a fake generated circle, like a nanotary. Which is a 50 by 100 foot fake generated system. And it very much says that it's not there, Oceanside's right there, but yes it is, this is Bay Ocean, and that's what happened. They took and changed it because this city's not here, you get it? You drive through it, but it's not here, because it's not enough, none of this crap, so our mail's going to whoever, the government has no idea, and it's just like, no, terrorism, seriously, this is terrorism. If anybody doesn't think this isn't, and this is okay, they're out of control, and they have seriously got some problems, and I'm tired of them not doing anything. Blood pathogens are all over our streets, that is not good. You want to talk about the E. coli? That's exactly where it came from. It's right down there. Blood just seeping out. And it's rotten meat. It's not like this. Freezers are done by CO2 and they go on and off, but it stinks. I'll tell you what I think. If I find out that that's overfilled from the mortuary or some kids or what's going on there, I'm just speaking his ass. Seriously. I'm done with this. I'm done being fear. I'm just done.
I like his hoodie. It says concealed carry permits.
Concealed what?
Concealed carry permits.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to go turn my ticket, and then I'm going to go back and put in some different work to the hot or the crapola, and then I'm going to go back and see if I can't go in nature or something, get a chance on here or something. I just over it. I just don't know how much longer I can do with it, actually. I wouldn't go. Well, you going back to your car?
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can possibly, I don't know, my back's pretty screwed up, but I'm going to try to carry my computer in there.
Your what?
My computer.
Okay, so you'll be up there. I'll try to see if I can't find you in my stuff.
Well, I'm up in the corner room up top there, so the southwest corner. I don't know if I'll be able to carry in my computer, but I'll at least make the effort. Be safe. I don't want to walk anymore. This sucks. Running around all the places they're telling me to go to takes up a lot of time, a lot of energy. There's a food bank here that I can get some food from, but I can only eat about 30% of what they give me, and about 25% of that not more, is all stuff that I'm not able to keep. Like, I can't keep meat. I don't have a refrigerator. I don't have a freezer. There's a lot of nice people. Now, when I start telling people about the stuff I'm going through, they start talking like they're bored. That denotes that they don't care. And I do pay attention to your tone. That's one of the things that my predators get to do often, is go out of their way to make sure that I can't show evidence, make sure that I can't safely go to court, turn anything in, that I am stuck in a state of panic. Forced to go to people who are not sober for help, because they're the ones who said that they would. I go to the cops, they blow me off, and then I'm asked, well, why didn't you go to the cops? I did go to the cops, they blew